Hey guys, so I just got finished filming that bus update. Literally, hit stop record and start record again. So, we're just gonna kind of get into it. If you've seen that video, you'll know that I'm thinking about doing some actual, instead of just keeping this thing all original, thinking about kind of having my fun with it, like I planned on with the Bluebird International. I almost bought one recently. I was also in bus update and went over the fate of this one, found out what's going on with it. But anyways, I almost bought a Bluebird International. Came very close to it, but just kind of, it wasn't even the cost of the bus itself. It's the cost per month for 2 buses. It's just too much for me right now. So, or I mean, I could probably handle it, but I just don't want to have to deal with that. I've got other things I need to be spending money on that are not school buses. But just thought I'd kind of go over some of the plans I had for this. If I were to go that route with it, I still don't know which way I want to go with it. I kind of want to keep it original, but I also kind of want to have my fun with it and do stuff, modifications. I want to go ahead and shout out a couple of channels who have been a big influence on me for the past decade or so, which they're the main reasons why I want to own a bus, why I've wanted to own a bus, why I want to do stuff like this with the school bus. And that would be Texas Street Man and Matt S4290. Those are 2 of the big channels that, I started watching whenever I was probably closer to a lot of your all's age. I know a lot of my viewers are, younger. They were kind of my big inspirations back then and still are today. And if I'm that for you, that makes me happy. I just hope if you do get yourself into doing something like this, you know what you're getting yourself into. Do your research and make sure that it's something that you want to do and it's something that you can afford, because it is not cheap. Anyways, I'll start off with the back here. Basically, a lot of this is just pretty simple. I want to change all the tail lights to LEDs, change all the warning lights to LEDs and all the marker lights to LEDs. I've already got the lights to do that, except for the marker lights, but I've already got all the lights to do it. I should also mention I will be putting in a community post at some point. It'll probably be up before this video comes up. It'll be coming out with the bus update. But I'll get home and do some Photoshop. It is raining right now, so I don't know how good the pictures are going to turn out. But I do want to do Photoshop and see what it would look like before I actually decide on doing it. And chances are I probably will decide against it. But anyways, down the side here, I'd probably go ahead and remove all the vinyl, the lettering, and the numbers, and redo it in not the lettering, but the numbers. I'd redo it in the same font, or just cover that one. But I want to get reflective tape down the entire belt line. I've seen that before, and I think that looks really cool. And I would probably cut the tape out around this light here, change this to LED, but keep the tape just coherent all the way down to here, or not coherent, cohesive, all the way down to this rivet line, and actually put this Bluebird plate on top of the tape. So it would just be tape instead of this yellow paint for the most part. I also want to do the window posts and the window frames in black. I think that would look really cool. I have to redo all this reflective tape on the whole bus anyway, so figured, while I'm doing that, I might as well go ahead and paint the window posts black. Although I would only do the window posts up to this one, like from the front up to this one. This would stay yellow. That way it wraps around the back and it stays yellow. And it comes down to this side, the same thing. I don't think this is from me, but same thing, on this side. Pretty much what I mentioned over there. Oh, but also I want to do reverse lights by the rear wheels here. Gosh, that's bad. But the whole mud situation here, I'm going to talk to them and see if I can get them to fill this in with gravel, smooth it out and fill it in, because it needs it. But basically reverse lights back here by the rear wheels. I'm not sure if I want to put them behind them or in front of them. Maybe both. I don't know. Probably not. But oh, another thing for the back. I don't know if you guys have seen the little arrow, like the little rectangular arrow turn signals. They're not very big. I think it'd be cool to find some place to put some back here. If I were to do this with a 3800, I'd put them on the front because there's a spot to put them on the front. But if I were to do it with this one, probably put it back here. Also, probably find like a Caterpillar decal or something, an emblem to put on back here. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, basically same thing down this way. If I'm going full LED, as much as I'd hate to do it, I'd change these bulbs to LED because I really like these incandescent strobing stop arms. That's what I grew up with. But basically put a Hadley air horn here, like our Bluebirds had. Hadley dual tone air horn. I'd put a train horn probably right there above the front clearance lights. The group of 3 right here in the front. Do a 3 trumpet train horn. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I don't know where I'd mount it, but I also want to put a fire truck horn on it. I think that would be really cool too. But yeah, aside from that, same thing with the black window posts, black window frames, reflective tape down the side, things like that. Changing all the lights. Every single light on this I want to be LED. So coming to the front here, doing the headlights in LED, the fender mounted turn signals here in LED. I've got the signals to do the cowl mounted signals, but I don't have the lights to do the headlights or the fender mounted signals. If I were to get it, I really want to get a new hood for this because it needs it. This hood is kind of breaking apart. I'll show that here in a minute, but if I were to get a new hood, basically I'd want to find one with the circular cross views. I saw a Bluebird Freightliner on my trips a couple weeks ago with that, a West Virginia spec Bluebird Freightliner. Looked almost exactly like this one on the outside, but it had a newer hood on it, a hood replacement. Had the older grill. They put the old grill back in it, but it had the newer full circle cross views, not these half moon bus boys, but had like the whole full circle cross view looking, and mirror and the brackets were all different. So I wouldn't want to put that on this hood just because it'd be a bunch of holes that I'd have to drill and a bunch of holes that would be exposed. Let's see, that's the good one. Okay, so I have one of these I need to replace. It's the passenger side one, the door side. So go ahead and open the hood here and I'll show you what's going on with the hood hinges and why I need a new one. Oh, if I can. Oh, let me pause this real quick. Okay, back to the video. You kind of see on this side. I think you can see it more on the other maybe, but it's been repaired. That's what that giant white bracket is. That is a repair kit for this hood because these are known for cracking and falling apart right here at the hinges. But you can see even after this repair kit, it broke again. So we'll go on the other side. The other side's the same way. I think it's worse on this side if I remember correctly. No, actually this side isn't too bad. So I guess my memory's just serving me a little bit wrong. But they did do a repair in the middle as well. You see that bar going across. Whenever we close the hood, you'll see some rivets there. But if I were to get a new hood, basically I'd either find one with the black top or just put the black top on the new one. Because I really like the way that these look with white roof and black hood. Oh gosh, this thing's heavy. There's those rivets, and they're uneven. They're not even centered, so there's that OCD thing for you. If you never noticed that before, and now you're going to notice it in every picture and video of this thing you see. But anyways, I've seen them with black hoods that just have the square that's on top, basically. But I've also seen them where it goes along. It's the entire top of the hood down to this body line right here, or the I guess body line. But it goes down all the way to the bottom. Like the way that looks, where it kind of goes around the grill, but I don't know. I think it's a little much for something like this. Maybe if it was a Thomas, I think it'd look better on a Thomas if it was that way. Which is funny because before I bought this thing, I told myself if I buy a Freightliner, it's going to be a Thomas. But anyways, I think I would just do a black top, not the whole, like around the grill and everything. I'd be tempted to do a black grill and black bezels, but I kind of like the way this looks better, honestly. Especially if I do the black top. I feel like the gray or the black grill and bezels will just be overkill. But yeah, I guess as far as I can remember, I think that's it. I think it'd be kind of cool to put Bluebird logos on the mirror somehow here, on all of them. If I was gonna go all out, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna make it what I want it to be. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna do everything I can. Some of this stuff I might end up like not even doing any of this. Probably won't. But if I were to do something like this, this is what I would do. So I'll try and link that community post in the description. Hopefully the pictures turned out okay. If not, I'll come back and get the pictures again and do, whenever it's not raining, and redo the Photoshop or whatever. But, yeah, so there's that bus progress update video talking kind of a little bit about this and some other stuff. And there's a video I'm about to film on this one, the story behind it, why it's so special to me. It's not my bus, for those of you who are not familiar with the channel or haven't seen any of the videos where I kind of glance over this thing, but this is not my bus. I go over this in the bus update, and I'll go over it in the other video, so if you're interested, watch one of those. But that video probably won't be out for a long time. But I need to get it finished now before it's gone. Anyways, I think that's probably going to be it for this video. So those are just some of my ideas about this bus. Don't think any of it will probably happen, or even if I do start doing stuff like that, probably not going to be everything. And even if it does happen, even if it all happens, it's going to be slowly and gradually over time. While I'm thinking of it, one thing I do want to mention, if I do the LED warning lights, I want to do the Show Me Flasher unit. You know, Texas Street Man and Matt S4290 both did that in their buses. Texas Street Man's Thomas and Matt's All-American RE, the red one. I think that looks so cool on a school bus, so I'd probably get in touch with them and see if I can make that work. See if I can locate a flasher unit and get it set up to where that would work in this thing. But I think this thing has a lot of potential as far as that is concerned. But the only thing that's really keeping me from doing that is, I mean, this is not a rare bus. It's an uncommon bus. Bluebird Freightliners are not rare by any stretch of the mean, or any stretch of the word. They are not rare. But this one, where it's West Virginia spec, it's got a lot of the nicer specs from that era for the state. It's a manual transmission with a Cat 3126. It's just one of those. It's like, I know. I do know where a sister to this one is at, but I just don't want to mess this one up to where I can't undo it. This is something that I feel like should be kept original, but at the same time, it's my bus, and I want to have fun with it, and I want to do what I want with it, and it would be pretty cool whenever I'm done with it if everything would go according to plan. But, while I'm in here, you know, one thing I had in mind, I'm sorry, this video keeps going on. I keep on telling you, that's it, thanks for watching, whatever. No, I keep on thinking of things while I'm looking at it. If I did all that stuff, roof racks down the bus here. I mean, the seats are coming back in it one way or another. Roof racks, but also I want to find the bright blue seats that have this texture, the pigskin texture. They did have the blue seats in this texture, so I do want to find those. Or it may even be cool if I find it in the older texture. I don't know really what that would be called, but in the older kind of texture that Bluebirds had back then. Just to differentiate the seats more. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I do want to alternate red and blue in here. I think that would look really, really interesting and neat. But if not, I'll save that for the next Bluebird I get, because more than likely, I'm not going to say it is going to happen or not going to happen, but more than likely the next bus I get will be a Bluebird International or one of our All-American REs. So the next bus would be the one I would definitely modify, but I don't see that. I don't see myself getting another one for a while, unless it's something that I know that I could get and keep cheap. So I don't see that happening. Anyways, this video is almost 15 minutes long. I am going to cut it off here. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do that stuff if you want to. You don't have to, of course, but it helps me out. So if you want to see more of this bus, there's a playlist of videos pertaining to this bus from the time I got it up until now and beyond. Anything that happens with this bus on YouTube that I film goes in that playlist. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, go look at that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And as Cameron, Safety Liner C2 says, don't let anything bad happen to you.